Hi, friends. So I just today want to talk about a little bit about what phonics is and what whole language is, because so far we've talked about phonics. So that's when my friend Jackie came. Jackie can say a quick hello. Hello, friends. Hi, nice to see everyone. Right, Jackie, do you remember when you helped me read the word rot? Rot, and we read this word. Do you remember what that says? Right. Oh, good job. You read it right away without even sounding out. So what we're going to look at today is comparing phonics, sounding out, with whole language. So a good reading program includes both phonics and whole language. So phonics is when we break the word down into its individual parts. Whole language is when you take the whole word, and like Jackie just did, she actually just looked at the word and read it. So that's whole language right there. But phonics is incredibly important, especially if you're learning English as an additional language on top of like a language you speak at home. Phonics is incredibly important, okay? It still is. I do want to encourage you to still practice sounding out words, and then I'll give more lessons including phonics, but I don't want to leave out whole language learning. What is whole language learning? So that would be, okay, Jackie, I'm just gonna have you sit down and listen for now. I get distracted too easily. Sorry, Jackie will come back in other videos. So often your teacher probably gives you a list of words. I just pulled one that I have at home. Your words might be different, but it will look similar to this. I personally like to write it out onto something that's harder so that I can play games with them at home. So when I get my list, I'm going to write them out. I'm going to write the words here onto the paper. If you have cue cards, that's great. My cue cards are all at school right now, so I just made my own out of paper that I had here, which is a little bit harder. So what I would do is take these words and write them out. I probably wouldn't write all of them. Like, I know how to read so I might not write that word. If I couldn't read the next word, I would write and. Okay, so and then I'd have mom or dad help me read them. And then this one, if I didn't know, I could ask for help away. Well, of course, I can use my strategies, I know. But if I'm really stuck, and the focus is whole language with this, that's why I'm not saying sound it out. But a word like big, I could sound out, but ig, if I know those sounds, but ig. But once again, the focus is whole language. So when you see these words, I want you to be able to read them like that. But it doesn't happen right away. So don't be hard on yourself. It does take time. So I write out the words that I need to learn, maybe even pick just 3, and I can study them like so. So I might go, and. I don't remember that one. Okay, that goes in a separate pile. Big. Okay, I know that one. We already said we knew. So that goes in that pile. Then I have my pile with the words I don't know, and then I can practice those away. But another thing I might do is write it 2 times, then I can play a game. So I might use, we'll pretend I didn't know these words. So I could write these words out 2 times, so away, and then I can play a memory game. Okay, we often play memory at school where you put all the cards down, and then I flip one and it says away. I flip the other word, it says and. Oh, not a match. Okay, so it's the next player's turn. If I did get away, okay, and I got a match, away and away, then I would keep the match, and then you can decide if you go again, okay, but decide that before you start playing. So with my friends at school now, we're playing where you get to go again. And then you keep going until you don't have a match. Then it's the next player's turn. Another game we love to play at school is Go Fish. So my friends, if you write your words twice, then you could play Go Fish. So then you probably would write like a whole list. So you need lots of words. You'd be very busy writing, let's put it that way. But you could start with this page or whatever page you're given for sight words at home. And then write them all out 2 times, mix them up. You've seen me do this many times. And then you're going to deal the cards. And then I ask my friend, oh, Jackie, come back here. Jackie, do you have the word away? I'm sorry, I don't have away. Go fish. Okay, then I pick the next card, and then Jackie, you can ask me. Do you have, Jackie, come here. Do you have the word, I'm not sure if I can read it. I can help you, that's okay. Do you have the word funny? I'm sorry, I do not have the word funny. Go fish. I love fish. Yum, 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 yum. Here's the fish. Okay, now, Jackie, do you have the word big? Oh, yes, I do have the word big. So then Jackie can give me the word big, and then I put my match down, and then Jackie is going to, oh, yeah, then I get to go again. So if you get a match correct, then you can go again, and you keep going until you don't get a match. So the goal is to get as many pairs as possible, and we keep playing until there's no cards left. So you could play Go Fish with your cards, with your sight words at home. And then, so this is focusing on whole language, knowing the word like fast and not needing to actually sound it out. Sounding out's a great strategy though, so if you're stuck, that's fine. But a lot of the sight words you'll find you can't, well, yeah, it's not as easy to sound out a lot of the words that you might be getting as sight words to practice. But still you can use those strategies, get your mouth ready with the first sound. And, but at the same time, the idea is I know my words, and away, big, blue, can, come. If I get stuck, it's not a sight word. That's a word I would write down. That means I have to practice it. Even if I read it correctly, but it takes me like 5 seconds. So I'm looking at it. Oh, down. Too long. It's a sight word I need to work on because it has to be fast. Find, for, funny. Do you think I need to write down the word funny? I said it. I read it. You're right. I need to write it down because I hesitated. I waited a few seconds. I looked at it and then took too long. It's still good. Like, good job, Miss Gronberg, right? But it was too long, so write down the word funny. And then especially if I don't know how to read it, then I'll definitely write it down. And then you can get help from an adult at home, if possible, to help you with your sight words if you're stuck on them, okay? So Jackie, how was that today? Do you think you're going to practice your sight words? I think I'm going to play the games. That's the best part, playing games. Yeah, I agree. I love playing games with sight words. That's one of my favorite things to do. Games are a lot of fun and a great thing to do with family and friends too, and with your class when we get to see each other again. Okay, so we're going to sign off. Thanks for joining us today as we were talking about whole words or whole words and phonics. So we'll see you later. Bye. Bye. Did it record?